Hello everyone, so today I'm gonna do a quick comparison of the raw files from three cameras, Fujifilm X-T3 and then A7iii, and later on I have some RF 85mm Canon EOS R as well. So let's get started in the first one. Just compare a little bit of the focus on the face right here. I'm just doing one-to-one comparison. So the left hand side is the size 35mm, and then the right hand side is the Fujifilm f1.4 23mm. So this one is the sides and then this one is the Fuji. So it's pretty sharp for me in the Fuji already, and of course the full frame has a little bit of edge, but not by a lot of margin to me. So and this is classic chrome as well, and many of you have known that last time I saw this camera profile matching, and this in my camera I shot at the classic chrome as well. But you have the ability to choose the different profile like Pro Neck, High, or Classic Chrome in here. So overall the first set is pretty sharp to me. Let's get to the second one. And then this one is the Sony, very sharp on the left hand side, and this is the Fujifilm Xt3, and the sharpness is pretty good on the full frame, but Xt3 is pretty sharp on the eyes already. So you can see that the sharpness on the eyes. And these two are original raw files without any modification of the sharpness as well. You can sharpen it a little bit more as well. So you can just sharpen maybe to 50 something when you edit. But by default it was 40. And around 40, so it's pretty sharp to me already. And full frame has a little bit of edge, but not too much, not by too much. So the next one, I'm gonna do another set, and then let me drag this one. So you can see the sharpness around the edge of the eyes, and this one has a little bit of blur. Maybe it was out of focus or my hand shaking. That was one of the disadvantages of the body, but it's not happening most of the time without the internal stabilization. Most of the time I don't need the internal stabilization because I'm shooting at the minimum 1/125 per second. So, and this one was 35 mm f1.4 at the 1/125 per second as well. So these three sets are Sony and Fujifilm. So this is Fujifilm, and then this is Sony. So, and the skin tone and the color profile you can adjust later on. So by default Adobe chooses the color, and then I choose back to the classic chrome. So you can see the Adobe color is too saturated for me. So by default when it enter, and I like the classic chrome, has it's good for later on for the further modification of the edits. So next sets are Xt3 versus Canon EOS R. So let's see. So this is the new lens, and then this is the 56mm f1.2 1/500 per second. And let me check this one, 85mm f1.2 1/500 per second, so about the same shutter speed as well. And the sharpness is about 30% to 30%. I think it's about 30% sharper, and maybe because the rendering definitely is sharper, but is it worth because the money cost is about 3 times. Is it 3 times sharper because of 3 times money cost the lens from the 85mm versus 56mm? about like $3,000 versus $1,000, and this one I need to set it to classic chrome as well. I can show you the difference between this is the Adobe color, and then I change to classic chrome. So definitely the RF 85mm is sharper, but I think Fuji is enough, is good enough. But if you want to have maximum sharpness, this new lens is super sharp in here, and you can see that the 56 started to age a little bit, but I like the fade in here as well. So it has a unique characteristic. For the Fuji, it has a little bit of fade when it's shooting backlight, and this can be changed as well. So you can update the sharpness and the shadow. So let me update a little bit. Let's see. It's still, even I increase the sharpness, it's still a little bit less sharp than this one. Let's check another set just to have more set to compare. So this is Fujifilm Xt3, and then this one is the RF 85mm without any adjustment, and you can see the edge is sharp. So because it's costing $3,000, definitely is and it used the new technology. So but I think Fuji for most of the time is enough, is good enough, and I like the overall tone for the Fuji. You can see the difference between the RF 85mm versus the Fuji's. And if I want to match the vibe, this one is out of the camera auto white balance. I can match the cloudy. So let me select this one then to match this one. So I can set as the warmer shade or cloudy, and then increase a little bit more, and you can see it's greener, but I can reduce the green from here and then reduce the yellow. But yeah, what I was going to say is that you can adjust the warmness instead of like that cold initial thing. And then I do the comparison, so both are warm, and it is very sharp for me in this one. So it's about the same distance and shooting at wide open 1.2, and this one is equivalent 1.2 equivalent to 1.8 full frame. And yeah, so let me know what you think about it in the comment below. So and from the indoor shots are very similar. So for these two, Fujifilm and then A7iii size. So A7iii size and Fujifilm. So thank you so much for watching, and let me change back this one. You can see the difference between these two. It's pretty close to me for these two sets, but RF 85mm definitely I feel like it's sharper in this comparison. But I will have another lighting later on just to compare more. So thank you so much for watching, and stay tuned for more video coming up. Bye.